It's not showing.
It's showing. It's showing.
Why are you doing this to me? All right, people, hold on to your seats because we are about to go in on the sports right here inside the locker room. It's a Monday morning. Welcome to a new week, and we have got what happened over the weekend and what we're looking forward to as the week progresses right here for you, all wrapped up inside 30 minutes. And speaking about wrapped, she is a little nut job of a person wrapped inside a physically fit, amazing human being, wrapped inside a little cloud of marshmallow, wrapped inside a giant smile. It's Tega Tiger. Hey Tega, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Oh wow, this weekend was great. I don't even know where to start. In fact, I think we need to have a segment called "There is no time for this."
Don't worry,
Because
Tega.
I don't even know what
Trevor is leaving. We can steal that segment from
exactly.
him.
I didn't know where to start from because I had to leave out a lot of stories. Lakers got their first win early hours of this morning. Woo!
Yay!
Finally. I also wanted to talk about the Nigerians at the powerlifting in Cairo in the African Open
You did
Championships.
well,
We have 3 world records, my darling.
of course.
Three, and they are all women. I didn't say it. They did it.
It just is.
So I think we won 9 gold medals and 3 silver medals. So fantastic job they are doing, which is just to rub it in the face of the sports minister that took out Paralympics from the Paralympians from the sports festival, but they've put them back in. They've put them back in.
Praise
They're
God.
just going to save face.
I feel like they would not be able to do anything else.
Yeah, I think the problem with this minister is that he just has wrong advisors. It's one of two things: either he has wrong advisors around him, or he doesn't listen to the good advisors around him. Because he's always making mistakes and then correcting them. Like, why are you the one making your own problems? I think, but we don't have time for that because even this weekend, Lewis Hamilton broke the internet on Sunday morning because Fernando Alonso had gone on to say that his 7 world titles cannot compare to Max Verstappen's.
Basically, I mean, paraphrasing, basically meant nothing because he is fighting
his teammate, but that Max Verstappen's 1 title last year that was stolen.
When I read this news, I was like, excuse me.
Was a better one. Then Lewis Hamilton just puts a picture up. No noise, nothing. He just puts a picture up where he was on the top steps of his podium when they were both teammates in 2007, and he was tapping Alonso's shoulder. I was like, Lewis, you need to answer because this is not the first time it's happening. This is not the first time Alonso is questioning Lewis Hamilton. So we'll get into that in locker room. But a lot went down this weekend. And oh yes, can we not forget Felix Oje-Alassane? He won his 3rd title in 3 weeks.
Jesus.
So I mean,
let's get in on it, people. All right, get in on this good conversation up on Twitter. Hashtag LockerRoom981. Send your WhatsApp messages into 0809 440 981 and take it to youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos and leave your comments up on that live chat. Okay, getting straight into the rundown of things for the next half hour. Nigeria's Flamingos win bronze after dramatic victory over Germany. Verstappen claims record 14th win of season with Mexico Grand Prix triumph, and Trent Alexander-Arnold said something is not going right after Leeds' defeat.
You don't say.
Potter suffers first Chelsea. He finally came. First Chelsea defeat in nightmare return to Brighton. They had his button, and Madrid dropped points at home in Girona draw. Torino beat Milan to hand Napoli the title advantage, and Ten Hag hopes magnificent De Gea stays on, whilst Arteta is still hopeful that the Saka injury will not threaten their chances. And there you have it. That's the rundown. Getting into the Flamingos because our under-17 girls won their first ever FIFA World Cup bronze medals on Sunday after a 3-2 penalty shootout win over Germany following a dramatic 3-all draw in Mumbai, India.
Yes, and drama is the way it's supposed to be. So Nigeria started this game, and I'm just like, we're going to lose. It's Germany. They beat us in the first match. They're going to beat us again. Well, Nigeria went ahead to score the first goal. Second goal. Third goal. I was like, yes, we did it. And then these Germans came back. These Germans played this game. If they were 102 minutes, these people would have beaten us. As in, they came from 3-0 down. They're caught up and they're nearly overtook. I was like, this thing is some biblical proportions. Why are we here? Really tough one.
It's not. You have not wasted any time. You make good in the time you have left.
exactly. I was just like, what are these Germans doing? Why don't you just cry and go home? Let's all be well. But it went into the penalty shootout, and congratulations to Nigeria. We took the bronze medal. Spain won back-to-back titles. They defeated Colombia 1-0 to win gold medal, but it was an amazing tournament. In fact, this was a fantastically well put together tournament, at least on the pitch. I don't know. I've not heard much complaints about all around, but they did it so well for women's football, and it was great to see that. So, congratulations to the Flamingos. They won the bronze medal. I didn't think you were going to beat Germany. I did not. But congratulations. It's my joy. It's your joy. It's our celebration. Well done to all of you.
All right, and Red. Let's do this one now. So Red Bull's Max Verstappen claimed a record 14th victory of the Formula One season by winning the Mexico Grand Prix yesterday. And this is what he said. It's been an incredible year so far. We're definitely enjoying it and we'll try to go for more victories, that is.
Yeah. So it was an incredible year. Here's what they were saying before. Oh, F1 had become boring. We needed somebody to challenge Lewis Hamilton. Well, fast forward to 2022, when nobody is challenging Max Verstappen. He finished a whole 15 seconds ahead of the next person. Comfortable throughout this season, and he's won 14 races, a record, historic 14 races in a season, and he could still win the next two. And there's nobody on the grid challenging him. Now it's not boring. Now it's dominant Max Verstappen. I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah. But congratulations to them. They've won the drivers' championship. They've now set the record for number of wins in a season. They've won the constructors' championship, and they've gotten away with financial doping. Congratulations to them on all fronts.
See, and here's the thing, and this is why it pays to do things fairly and nicely and be well, because I cannot give them this win. I can't. I won't.
You're not the only one, because every time. So this weekend, Max Verstappen was not speaking to Sky Sports F1 because Ted Kravitz had said Lewis Hamilton was robbed last year. So Ted Kravitz was just doing his usual. He rounds up after the race. He rounds up. He goes from constructor to constructor to talk about their different issues, and he was like, Lewis Hamilton. For the first time, I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, it's a mistake. He was like, yes, definitely robbed last year. Oh. But the FIA said it in there. They said there was human error in determining the title. The FIA, he was robbed. That's what their report says. It's not me that said it. It's not Ted Kravitz that said it. The FIA themselves claims it. But they held up the result because Michael Massey did it out of the goodness of his heart. I've never heard such rubbish in my life. But yeah. So Verstappen did not want to speak to the broadcast, to the rights owner this weekend. I was like, oh, so petty. Then Christian Horner is like, nobody wants to give us a win. I was like, because you cheated. You went over budget by 2.2 million. Forget that nonsense that they said. If you take out the tax calculation, it will only be 400,000. No, they went over budget by 2.2 million. Never forget that. Never forget.
Never forget.
1.6% over the cost cap budget.
All right, I got this one in from ZZ Classic says, before I forget, congratulations to the Flamingos. Whilst Tayo says, congratulations to the under-17 female Spanish team. They avenged us. This De Gea snob is loud. So if they were to offer invitation to 60 players, they would still skip him. No ray of hope. Maguire, Man United, you do this one. Nerocello says, what a rush. Our super Flamingos with bronze medals. Our girls almost gave me BP. Arsenal's 5-star performance. Liverpool and Chelsea's drubbing. What a weekend. Yeah. All right, so let's get back into it. One. And Trent Alexander-Arnold has said something is not going right with Liverpool after they fell to a second successive Premier League defeat. So Liverpool were beaten 2-1 at home by Leeds on Saturday, and this was a week after their shock 1-0 loss to Nottingham Forest.
I don't know when he realized something was wrong. Was it the Nottingham? Was it at the beginning of the season when they were struggling to score? When did you realize, Trent Alexander-Arnold, that something was wrong? But yeah, this is what I was talking about on Friday when I was laughing at Marsh when he was saying, I'm tired of losing. And I was like, you can't be tired when you're going to Anfield. Where? The EPL happened to him. That's all I can say, because he goes to Anfield, the ground that he's not supposed to lose at, to win at. And he wins in dramatic fashion. That win came in the 89th minute of the game. And Liverpool had struggled to just get the equalizer, only for you. And all the while, from after they got Mo Salah scored the goal to when they conceded the winner against Leeds United, they had been creating chances. And then Michael Marsh was like, "Yeah, you've been working hard, but favor is going to get me this win." All 3 points. He didn't even want to settle for draw. All 3 points. Really, really tough one for Jurgen Klopp. Because if I look at the players on his team selection, if I look at his starting 11, if I look at the players he has, I don't see any reason why they should be struggling this much, barring mental fatigue. I don't know why the Liverpool team, yes,
the maths is not mathing.
yes, some players have gone. Yes, they've had a few injuries, but it's not adding up that Liverpool is losing to Nottingham Forest and Leeds United back to back.
But what I'm just going to focus on now, and I'm sorry to be a troll, Tega, but I remember when you were like, "Is it now? Is it now? You should be saying you're tired of losing." Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Marsh believe. So when we come back from the break, we'll be taking your phone calls. What do you think is the solution to Liverpool's problem? Should Jurgen Klopp be replaced, or is there something else that Liverpool needs to do to get back to winning formula? The numbers to call are
01448998. You know we have plenty of time, right? No, we can take the calls now.
I didn't know that. I thought okay, so we're not going on a break. So you can call now and tell us, what do you think is the problem or the solution to Liverpool's problems? So should Jurgen Klopp leave, or
No.
should they? Are you an Arsenal fan? What's wrong with you? You're not the one asking. So call the numbers 01
448991. Real quick, let's. Oh wow. Oh well, you know what? I was torn between calls and messages. We'll take this call. Hello. Good morning.
Lagos.
Emmanuel, good morning. Go ahead with your.
I think the problem is glaring. When I was telling a friend when they let Mane leave, I was like, why would you let this guy leave? Trust me, that's the most resilient and dog-headed player on that team. And he gives 100%. He doesn't get injured easily. You eat him, he doesn't fall. I mean, my big fan, whenever we played Liverpool, it was a threat, not Salah. I always told them that this guy. So now they should face it. Club shouldn't leave. This is their own downtime. Let them just face it and try to get themselves again. They'll be back. But they shouldn't make that mistake again. There are some players that are inevitable. At least they didn't have a replacement for Mane. It's obvious.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Emmanuel has said Liverpool's problem is Sadio Mane left and he did them. What's the name of that game in that?
Oh God, I forgot her name.
That he did them. That's something. He left.
Arolake.
Arolake. Mane did them. Arolake and left with their jazz. That's what Emmanuel's summations are. What are your summations? Is it that they let Sadio Mane leave, but Sadio Mane is not a defender, so why are they considering all these goals? So what is the problem? The number to call
01448991. And tie up on WhatsApp says Jurgen Klopp has inherited Arsene Wenger's strategy of not spending big on players. Now Leeds has led them to Woto says Tayo. And this person is saying something in a message that we'll take out to this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. What's your name and your location?
This is Biggie from Kitty.
Hey, Biggie. Okay, go ahead.
I think this season is not for Liverpool. I think them winning the treble last season and doing well fantastically and having to sell off some players, you can tell that number 9 spot for Liverpool is still missing. The club have not been able to fill that void. And so even Diego Jota, this season, he has not been able to deliver for Liverpool. So Liverpool, they are still in the trenches. Now God go help them.
Okay, let's take another call now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Greg calling from Ojo.
All right, Greg from Ojo, go ahead.
Yes, Tega, there's nothing anybody can do about this club thing because there's this thing going around, this talk going around that each time he spent 7 seasons in the club, that 7th season, he might even take the team to relegation. It's not about money.
This one is now spiritual. Yeah.
I'm telling you true. I don't know did I recite, but that's the talk now in town. That 7th season of club is always a disaster. So for me, let's just hope they don't go to relegation and keep the Premiership, going. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you.
All right,
let's take
so
Henry's message because Henry, yeah, that's Henry.
okay. I will take the message and we'll go on a break.
Okay.
So let's take Henry, who says, Tega, remember I told you the lines are falling on Max in pleasant places. You took it for granted that it was the biblical lines. Now you know better. Some other kind of pleasant lines do exist. Know this and know peace.
There is
says
no
Henry.
pleasant line in cheating. The lines haven't fallen in pleasant places.
They were ruled that way with a ruler that nobody else had.
Exactly. So Henry, leave. Don't misquote the Bible. Let's go on that break.
Okay.
Just music. It's
Which lines are falling in pleasant places after cheating?
I'm telling you.
So it's pleasant.
I mean, to be fair,
It's not pleasant.
you know what? He just put them there. He said, hey, wow, how these lines are falling in pleasant places. for
Pleasant
me."
places. Cause it's not pleasant if it's cheating.
I was like, okay.
There's a difference between favor and cheating.
And we had so many people wanting to call. I felt kind of bad letting them go.
But we had that break. Oh, when I was looking at this time, you know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. This our.
That's what I said after the break.
I was like, wait, you said I was not like, wait a second. We got
I
like
was
3
looking
extra
at this time.
minutes.
You know, I can't see this other time. So when we come back,
Yeah.
we'll read the messages and then we'll take the Chelsea story because
Oh,
Chelsea
many
story is
messages.
important.
Yeah, we'll take Chelsea.
All right, people.
It finally happened.
So
News and
Stella
nothings.
finally took up her thing. Omo, you see how her belly is flat? It's how I imagined my belly would be.
Wow.
That's her belly is touching back. I'm just like,
Uh-uh.
no.
Couldn't tell her. I was saying some of it.
I'm not saying you shouldn't give it
Wow.
to her, but give me some.
Oh no, she's a what's it called? I think she's a Jacob in that. She
Yeah.
didn't have to.
She didn't have to. That's favor.
Remember, she wasn't just doing it.
Now the lights are falling in pleasant places for that girl. She's not even walking.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Yes, so she was and I dropped them to church. When I went to pick them, she was like, I'm so tired. Like, Auntie, you came down from the car, entered church, sat down, listened to the word, came back into the car. You didn't drive, you didn't do anything.
She was tired, man.
I was like, how is her stomach this flat? This girl eats at 9 p.m. Eba. Like she can just say, I've not eaten. I've not eaten dinner. What's there? She just eats her eba at 9. Drink her bottle of water. Belly flat.
Okay, you're not allowed to. You must carry your mind and just look on your own lane.
I cannot.
Because otherwise you will crash.
She's right there.
Looking at the-
She's right there in front of me. I'm just like,
Just
what is happening?
mm, pleasant lines, unquote. This sarcasm.
Oh,
This
okay.
is sarcasm.
Hey, now you are
Uh,
talking.
Ross, you need to put the quotation marks in so that we know.
Now you are talking, Henry. Let's just know that it's sarcasm.
I love how people. Oh, God, leave me
I
alone.
cannot believe.
All right, we're back.
We're
in.
back.
And it's back on my head. Studio. All right, let's get straight back into the messages. So many coming in. Fred Polo says, Teka, did you say if the Flamingos played 102 minutes, they actually played 115? Kudos to the girls. And hey, Arsenal are back with a bang. Up Gunners! Yeah. Joel Akpe Afiz says, Arsenal changed Nottingham Forest to Somethingham Forest. The way Arsenal will beat Chelsea, eh? Question mark.
Hey,
This one immediate from our papa says, I think Liverpool's problem is fatigue. These players have played too many games and make it worse. To make it worse, 90% of them are going to the World Cup. It can only get worse. Mide has done prophecy now.
hey, yes, and they're facing Tottenham next. All right.
Yes, wow. Matayo says Chelsea were scoring and losing at the same time. Brighton served Kepa breakfast and Mendy with dessert. There was no forewarning to this. Wow, you guys are your 4-1 puns. Okay, so getting straight in. So Graham Potter's return to Brighton and Hove Albion turned into a nightmare when he suffered his first defeat since taking charge of Chelsea in a 4-1 loss in the Premier League on Saturday.
Yes. So, you know, there are two ways to look at it. The headlines should have actually said "Village people in action." As son returns home, because Chelsea had not lost under Graham Potter, and Brighton had not won since Was it since Graham Potter left? Yes. And then
Yeah.
and then Graham Potter came home.
And they were
And
like,
they won.
we have been waiting for you.
They have been waiting for you since this new coach took over. Brighton hadn't won since Graham Potter left. Chelsea hadn't lost.
Hadn't lost yet.
Yeah, and then the two meet, and then Graham Potter loses.
And we get into the upside down,
and 4-1 was a decent result because Brighton had a lot more chances. And so the headline could read Village People in Action, or it could also be a thing of the Bible. Because remember, Esther married the Persian king to save the Israelites. Can you remember? So maybe Brighton sent Graham Potter to Chelsea so that he could save Brighton, because this is Brighton's first ever win in the league over Chelsea. First ever league. So maybe Graham Potter is the Esther to Brighton.
The Bible has seen what you have done, and there's a verse in that Bible just for you.
Just for me. Anyway, but
here.
it was. I think from the blast of the whistle, the way Brighton came at it, Brighton could have scored as early as maybe first or third minute, because they had the chance. So from the minute they started, they looked like they wanted to get that result over Chelsea. Almost as if they wanted to prove a point to Graham Potter that you shouldn't have left us. You know, it's like when you go to a wedding and then you see your ex is dressed the best. That's what Brighton did to Graham Potter. They gave them no breathing space. They were on them. They put pressure. Thiago Silva was just looking at Graham Potter like, rescue us, deliver us, do something, because he had to make 2 goal line clearances just before the goal came in. He was under pressure already before match started. So it was you could question the team selection, but I think it was the urgency with which Chelsea came at it that made them struggle to catch up. They're just always playing catch up to Brighton all through the game. But tough one for Brighton, tough one for Graham Potter. Up next is the Gunners. Who scored 5 this weekend?
So hold on, should we read some of these messages?
Let's read the messages.
Okay, so the first messages, first set I'm going to take are from YouTube. So I got this one in from Ernest Okenwa, who says, first of all, congratulations to the Flamingos on finishing 3rd. Please, Tega, today is dedicated to the people who brought the forest home and chopped them up than the one that went to the forest and still lost by Leeds. And this one, Metro Central, thank you. And this one from LK Adirogba says, let's all just forget this weekend happened for Chelsea. We sacked a world-class manager in Tuchel for an inexperienced magician. God is with us. All right, let's get into the Arsenal story now.
No, let's take some messages more.
Okay, we'll take some more from WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Thank you. We found the word. Okay, so Ike says, happy new week to Liverpool and Chelsea fans. I just want to thank God for one reason. You can see what they're doing there, right? He always leads us and brighten our days. But jokes apart, some records were broken on Saturday. Trevor Chalobah has never lost a game he started for Chelsea. Virgil van Dijk has never lost a Premier League game at Anfield, but Saturday was something else. I'm just here for one reason, for our Chelsea and Liverpool fans here to lead us in 1 to 2 minutes prayer. Okay, Obi from Ago says, Max Verstappen is just sulking. He lost last season. Hamilton is not doing well because his car is not that fast. And nice work, says Obi. Thank you so much. And this one is Henry, who, by the way, informed us on the break that Pleasant Lines was sarcasm. Okay. Also says, you are saying what I'm saying. We all enjoyed Lewis with win fair and square then. Whilst Emeka from Amuwo says, seeing Chelsea tear into Brighton.
Chelsea's tears.
Seeing Chelsea's tears at Brighton.
See Chelsea's tears. Brighton's are there.
Oh my God. You people and your puns will not kill me. Okay, we'll try that again. Seeing Chelsea's tears brightens up my day. They used 3 goalkeepers and still collected 4 goals. 3 for Kepa, 1 for Mendy. On the Liverpool loss, I think they panicked seeing the white and white jersey of Leeds United. I thought thought they were Real Madrid that have tormented them. Leeds were looking like Real Madrid without Vinicius Jr. and Karim Benzema. Lastly, congratulations to the Flamingos. They made us proud. And Cruz says Tega is on a roll this morning with the scriptural references.
Oh yes, yesterday was Sunday. Didn't you go to church?
And then he says, even armed robbers self they prayed before going for operation. Max and Red Bull feeling groovy. But jokes apart, Mercedes messed with the strategy yesterday, in his opinion.
Yeah, no. Even Toto Wolff said it that they didn't think about finishing on the mediums, and maybe they could have been faster. Can you imagine? Anyway.
All right, so now which one do you want us to do?
Let's do Madrid and Torino. Yeah.
All right, so a below par Real Madrid dropped points in the title race with a 1-1 draw at home against Girona on Sunday in La Liga, with Rodrigo having a goal ruled out late on.
Yes, so a tricky one for Real Madrid. However, that penalty that was given against Real Madrid, I can't.
She lost for words, people.
What have like, done? Where was he supposed to go to with his hands? Like, what was he supposed to do? It was, there's some handballs. I say it was too close to the body, or it came up on body part. That was one of those penalties. So for the referee to give it against Real Madrid, I don't know if they're trying to even score or just make the league more competitive, because now that Real Madrid has lost, it's just 1 point between them and Barcelona. So maybe they're trying to make it more competitive, but I would never in any lifetime have given that penalty, even if Real Madrid were my enemy. I'm just
Jesus,
upset.
You really feel about this thing?
I don't like to see these kind of things when VAR looks at something and says, yes, it's a penalty. How? Anyway, but
VAR stopped Tega's words today. This is a historical moment.
But that's what happened. If you go strictly by the rules, take out all your humanity, yeah, you can give a penalty. So yes, Real Madrid dropped 2 points.
All right, and let's do Arsenal, because no. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and Torino pulled off a shock 2-1 win over AC Milan on Sunday, which extended Napoli's Serie A lead to 5 points in their bid for a first league title in over 3 decades.
Oh yes. Now AC Milan squaring up against Torino after Napoli had won a game earlier. Even Juventus won. And then AC Milan squares up against Torino and loses. In fact, their goal should not, the one goal they scored should not have stood, because even I am with the coach of Torino. I think there was a foul in the build-up to the goal. So, horrible loss for Pioli. Napoli are now 5 points clear at the top. The Italian Serie A are not looking as enjoyable.
All right, and Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag said he hoped magnificent goalkeeper David De Gea would stay beyond this season of the club after seeing the Spaniard play a starring role in his side's 1-0 win at West Ham on Sunday.
Yes, so the backdrop of this is that Spain released a 55-man list and David De Gea's name was not on it. So he's not going to the World Cup. A short stopper is not going to the World Cup because something is wrong with him. Enrique is the manager of Spain. He always brings out lists and drops out some people here, just like Luis Enrique. What is the problem? And so yeah, David De Gea was not there. Then he pulls off fantastic saves again against West Ham United to give them all 3 points. And Eric Ten Hag was like, well, it's my benefit you're not going to the World Cup. You'll be well rested.
We'll all be all right. And on that note, we got to end the show, man. Real quick, let me just take this one from Biggie from K2 and Chimalbi Victor, who says, first from Chimalbi says, congrats to my darling Arsenal for a wonderful performance against Nottingham Forest. What Liverpool couldn't do is what we did with ease as we went to the Forest to collect our maximum points. And for Chelsea, they collected the water. While for Victor Osimhen, we're proud of him anytime, any day. And Big E says, Taga, this one passed village people for Chelsea. Graham Potter and Cucella went back to his ex for one reason. They brought 3 delicious points to them. To my darling Arsenal, Taga, my boys are ballers and not mechanics. This elephants, we stay on the tree and know they come down.
I'm with you, Biggie.
Right. And we're done. That's it. Locker room done for a Monday. We'll do this again on Wednesday morning, 8:15. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays right here on Smooth Breakfast. Tega, we'll find you at Tega Supreme up on Twitter and at LIS International out in the real world making changes for women across all the sports.
All right, people. So I couldn't take the Bukayo Saka story, Arsenal fans, because we're not even sure the level of injury.